Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard.
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, and this week I'm joined with Cikala and Hawk. Hey guys.
What's up?
How's it going?
It's going.
Well, she is out this week again. She will be back, I promise.
She's just going through some stuff.
She got a lot going on, but she will be
May
joining.
Gold Star bless her, and we'll see her again soon.
That's correct. That's correct. So, good news. I'm sure our viewers have been wondering and waiting, and we have finished the Player's Journal.
I won't scream.
Yeah. Hey,
And it looks fantastic.
thank you.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so
It is epic.
obviously we can't really do anything till the Game Master's Journal and the Monster's Journal's done. We can maybe do sales for the other book, I don't know, but the good news is we are going to be published, so amazing.
It's
Pretty neat thing.
exciting.
It's exciting. We're going to go falling under the Orc license. Thanks, Paizo. You guys rock, and we're excited about it. I'm stoked.
Me too. I want a copy.
Yeah, we've got several copies sold already, and we just got to get the first printing out, and we'll go there. If you guys are interested in the first printing, get on it. We'll have it up on our website real soon. So let's get to it, folks.
Yes.
You remember where we were?
Yes.
Yes, we were at Galen Ray's house, Kara's grandfather, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where you were.
We had just freed the children.
It's been 5 weeks since we gamed.
Yeah. They don't know that.
They don't know
Now they do,
that.
but
Now you know.
so we were at the Galen Ray Estates, and we had just freed the children from the Gold Star Academy, and we needed to get them a place to live and all of that, but it was nighttime, and Kara needed to talk to her grandfather, I believe.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
night?
Yes, it was
Alright,
nighttime.
well, let's take care of
Am I
that
missing
real quick.
anything? Anything important?
Ooh.
There was they couldn't get through the magic on the tower. Somebody, I don't remember who, had told Ian that they would let her know what happened with that. And if there
That's
were any
correct.
more children found, they were supposed to notify her.
That was that priest that told us about the magic.
I thought it was maybe it was. I thought it was one of her guardsmen, the guys under her, that showed up.
The captain.
Commander or
Yeah.
captain or.
I think.
Regardless, someone will contact you and let you know what's going on. It's been so long. I'm trying to remember all the things that had happened. There were some things that were supposed to be taking place, and as a DM, I'm like, yeah, I had kind of had a medical emergency this week, so some things happened to me, but I'm doing good now, and trying to remember exactly what I had revealed to you. I should have went back in the videos and looked.
We were gonna do that before we started. We forgot.
But yeah, well, I'm an improv guy, so we'll see. It'll all work out.
We had walked into Galen's and there was a scrying eye.
Yeah.
Galen had told us that he had removed all the magic on the tower, so any magic that was present there was not his. We know that Marina was in charge of the tower. She's still missing.
Cikala's my brain. I love it. Yeah. So I remember the key points and the things that are very important to remember. But
I just remember all the little random details you'd rather I didn't.
yeah, so you're at the Galen Estates right now, Kara's grandfather, and you've been talking to him and kind of revealed some stuff to you about the magics and things like that. And, so let's start there. You guys are in the study area where the fireplace was, and he asked you if you'd like some tea or anything to drink.
Temple wine.
Some temple wine.
That's what she had asked for.
Okay.
I think I'm alright.
All right. He would get that for you by snapping his fingers, and you see a servant that's ghost-like in nature that comes in that looks just like him. Comes in and starts serving you guys. While that's taking place, he asks you what your plan is for the children.
Well, I'm sure that once my daddy's not busy anymore, he's not going to be too happy about all the children.
That's right. You had mentioned to me about.
So, I don't know. We were thinking about in the morning trying to go and see if maybe we could purchase property for them because they have a den mother. I don't know what to call her. Sweet Stephanie from the Gold Star Academy. So
And there's all those other teachers.
they are most of them priestesses, but
And they all are pretty much friends of Stephanie's, and they're good people. And
Will they need more re-education to learn what's acceptable and what's not? According to your
well,
report, it seems that they kind of learned some things that they shouldn't have been doing to begin with.
I don't think Stephanie and the others, I don't think they'll be bad people. And I don't think the children will be either. I kind of worry about the adults.
the adults it's kind of a concern. As far as those children go, I think Stephanie has a right heart, has the right intentions.
And how old is Stephanie?
I'm really not sure.
She,
If I had to guess, probably late 20s. I never asked her.
It sounds like you need some experience and wisdom to probably help with that situation. Maybe that's something you should look into. Maybe vet somebody for the position of leadership. Of course, you need to find a place for them first. Where you say they're at your father's place now, so
They
I'm sure he'll be fine with it as long as it's temporary.
are. Right.
it's a lot of children.
I really like Stephanie, and she seems to. Her only concern is loving and keeping them children safe, and that's really the most important part. So we'll see what happens.
She really does have a good heart.
She does. She loves those kids to pieces.
Perhaps speaking with someone that has been through the program that might know her. You know, just for some details, your first reaction and your initial reaction of her personality may not be spot on.
Right.
It's just a thought. But I commend you for trying to do what's best for those children. And in a situation like this, with the war getting ready to possibly affect us, I think it's important that the children and the next generations are taken care of.
Absolutely.
We might also talk to your daddy about when he's no longer in that meeting about the moving the because he was talking about getting rid of the program where they're training the children to fight.
I actually already talked to him about that, and he told me what I was saying he thinks is a good idea.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to take care of making sure that stays
Good.
in place.
Because it'd be nice to have something that trains the citizens.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a separate thing for that. Because what was his name?
The sergeant.
Sergeant Robertson?
Something like that. I don't remember exactly, but well, that's kind of silly, man, that I forgot that.
He seems to be a good guy for that
He
position,
really
from
does.
what I can see anyway.
Right.
Well, I leave it in your capable hands. What is it that I can do for you?
She'll
Why?
look at Kara.
Why are you here?
Well,
Kara.
one, we kind of came to let you know what was going on, but the other, I'm interested in I always want to be a priestess, but I eventually want to start learning magic as well. And I wanted your thoughts on that.
Well, chip off the old block, so to say. I would be quite interested in discussing this endeavor with you. How can I help? You probably will require some sort of spell book or knowledge on how to get started.
Eventually. Well, I learned a lot at the library, and one of the things that I saw was that a lot in my field of study tend to eventually lean towards that. If they don't stay on the path of just clergy, they will tend to pick up other magics. And no, I don't mean blood magic. That is
You gotta
horrible.
be careful with that.
That's horrible.
Oh yes, that is not something you want to get involved with, granddaughter. It's
No. But I would like to fight blood magic. Eventually.
you would not want to go directly against such things because it's best to just leave it alone. I would say it involves vampires and beings that, well, for
Vampires actually exist.
My daddy's best friend from high school, Chaplain Gideon. You guys know Chaplain?
yes,
His daughter?
from Beacon.
Yeah.
Well, it was the keep on the borderlands back in the day, but
He used to be one of my daddy's friends, and his daughter got into some of that blood magic stuff. And I've always wondered if that had to do with what happened to him,
Corella, yes.
or the corruption, or any of that happened within that temple up north.
You know, Corella was a good kid, but always troubled.
Always messing in something she shouldn't have been.
Yes. You remember Corella. She
I
used to go to
do.
church camp with
I
you.
do.
She, I do believe that is probably how he came to the trouble that he came to.
That's what I've always wondered, and it had to do with that blood magic stuff. So just make sure you're careful.
There were children involved, unfortunately.
Why does it always end up with children?
They were abducted by the lower plane minions in the city of Beacon. As I said, it was not called that during those days, or maybe it was. It was a hard thing to hear about. The rulers of the city did all they could to fight that evil. I do believe the ranger that they call the Shadow, Gordon Lightfoot, was involved, or Victor Vane as his birth name requests, so goes by. He requested, yes.
This is me. Did we see them in the magic shop?
Yeah,
We
he
did.
saw.
Do we know who they are?
Yeah,
Yes, okay.
kind of, sort of, not. I mean, they're the heroes of the North. Of course,
Okay,
you know
go
who
ahead.
they are.
Go ahead. Continue.
He seemed to have requested some help from the church back in those days, and as far as I can tell, he did everything he could and to stop the children being abducted, but unfortunately, he was unsuccessful. Now, back to the magic. Of course, I don't want to skip these other subjects. The servant comes over and brings you your wine. He looks at the servant and he says, please go into my study and get the thin maroon book that is located on the shelf there. The servant turns and leaves. As far as the magic goes, I can, well, perhaps a bit of history first, just to show you that the magic's affiliation goes way back. It was different in the old days. When I first started to learn magic, it was magic of the arcane sort. It was a bit different than it is now. They say there was a great cataclysm, and there was an event called the Nexus event that involved a bard by the name of Eris. And I believe she is the prince's girlfriend, the Prince of Queensland's girlfriend. But she, history states that she is what saved all of us from destruction. And in so doing, her people, which were known as the Neo, were divided into small pieces, all in a sacrifice to save us. It is rumored, and I will tell you that the rumor is true, that a plane was created known as the Arcane Plane, where all the magic for Arcane comes from. It is said that the pieces of magic that come from that plane are merely portions of the souls and spirits of the original Neo people. So when you are using arcane magic of any sort, you are calling upon the magic of these beings to cast your spells. And they answer the call, so to say. All connected to the plane itself. Some of those beings were evil, and some of them were good, and some of them neutral, but needless to say, they all came to an agreement to save this world. Thus, there are items much like your divinity stones, known as arcane stones, that produce and channel the magic from that plane. That would need to be your first spell, so that you may cast that sort of magic. Most arcane magic requires various components and, things to complete, semantics and things of that nature, and materials. With an arcane stone, and you see him kind of reach in his pocket and he pulls out this stone, glowing with arcane magic, and he says, require such a stone. And of course, as the servant walks in, he says, and of course, that book will have everything that you will need to know about the process of becoming a magic user. Place it there with my granddaughter, please. And he does. He comes over with this thin maroon book and places it in front of you. So that is yours.
You think?
Of course. Now, I know you have done some studies in the library and know a bit about this magic, but there's nothing like trying it firsthand. And of course, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. You no longer necessarily need to have a master to practice such magics, whereas in the old days it required it. But now it does not. Simply, that book will give you enough information about what is needed to complete it. Now, arcane magic is much deeper than, much fuller than other forms of magic, as there are so many spells to pull from. Yes.
But you're not required to pray for them or...
No, just the Arcanite stone will enable you to do what is needed. As a DM, one moment, I am looking at the new spell lists and trying to find it. Arcanite Stone 1.
It's 3rd level.
It is 3rd level, so you won't be able to cast that, so he lied to you. No. Yeah. He says, until you attain such a station of understanding the magic, you will not be able to use the Arcanite Stone. It is of the 3rd circle. But the 1st and 2nd circles will require semantics and materials and incantations to complete. But if you have any need of tutelage, of course, your grandfather is here. I am merely a telepathy away.
Thank you.
Of course. This here, and he points towards the servant that's still standing there. He's like, that being there is an arcane servant. And it is one of the spells that you can cast, and they can be very helpful.
So is that being kind of like, what did you call him, Neo?
Well,
Is that
now,
one of those beings?
that is an interesting question and quite astute of you. When you learn into the deeper forms of arcane magic, you will learn that perhaps some of these arcane stones and servants will start to develop personalities, or become more whole than they were when the spells were first cast. The longer you have one, the more this happens. Existentially, I am actually I'm going to be teaching a class before too long for a group of people discussing such matters and discussing the morals and the ethics of the arcane servant and the arcane stone. Whether we are helping, hindering, what exactly is going on. And I am still in the middle of my research, as it is relatively new information.
That's all quite interesting.
It is. I wouldn't mind attending that if it's okay.
I wonder what that Ares thinks of all that arcane magic.
Would you like to attend that?
What for?
Knowledge. Knowledge for knowledge's sake.
I mean, if you go, I suppose I could go with you.
Okay. And I'll bring my unseen servant too. Arcane servant.
Well, the arcane servant will require
I have a necklace that
a token made of metal, stone, or wood. Or if you obtain the ability to cast Arcanite Stone 1, then you will be able to use it as your component. But until then, you would need some sort of token to cast the spell.
she pulls out a necklace and says, I have a necklace that casts it. And she puts it back.
Interesting. Normally it would require a circle to create such a thing, an arcane circle, which summons the servant. The stone is infused and allows the servant to be repeatedly summoned over and over again. And, stays with you. Of course, if you cancel the spell, you must start over. But
Pendar gave that to me.
Interesting. You have complete control over your servant if it is summoned. It does what you request of it. Speaking of which, there are things that you must continue to accomplish. And he looks at the servant. The servant kind of bows to him and floats back out of the room. So yes, magic user spells are bestowed by a supernatural force, which we believe is of the Neo people. And each spell must be memorized. Each spell comes from a spell book or a tome of magic, such as that. And it requires, as I said, memorization. That spell book is simply a book of scrolls. that are all in the same book. A spellbook is simply that, scrolls. Each spell requires either a verbal or somatic component, with some of them requiring material components to cast. Now, as you obtain these skills, you will grow in power and you will be able to memorize more every day. But starting off, it will be a small amount that you will be capable of memorizing. And, you know, it all depends on how much you have learned and how far you have progressed.
So with all of that, arcane magic is kind of like that alchemy stuff. Like you just put different stuff together and it makes certain things
Somewhat.
happen.
Magic users are capable of creating these spells themselves, these scrolls, and they can be burned, granddaughter. So the spells that are within that book do not have to be memorized. You see, they can be read directly from the book, but it will destroy the scroll. Now, you do not want to do that while it is still in the book. If you're attempting to do such a thing, it could be very dangerous. You must remove the scroll from the book before you do such a thing, because it will burst into an arcane flame and be destroyed, and you will no longer have that spell to memorize. Many of us spend our days and weeks and months copying scrolls, which within the spell list is an ability to do such a thing. You will have more spells at your disposal the more that you sit and study and write these scrolls.
Good to know.
Now, like divine magic, it can be a scroll or spell can be spoken or cast and held until the last word. That way, you can cast it at the moment that you wish. Of course, your concentration cannot be broken in the time in between. I've never attempted to hold a spell for an exuberant amount of time. Theories state that within 24 hours, if you've not used the spell, that it will be gone. But and of course, you can cancel the spell before speaking the last word, and the scroll will not be engulfed or destroyed, nor will it come out of your memory.
So if you don't finish that spell, does it disappear from your memory, or
No,
does it
that is
stay
what
there?
that's what I'm stating, is that
Oh.
if you do not complete it, it will not leave your memory. You will still have it.
Now, could a paladin do that?
Well, if a paladin became a mage or a magic user, yes, they could.
Or a clergy?
Only if you are studying such things. The only beings that I know that can do it without studying would be those of the rogue-like nature. Some of them are able to read languages and decipher texts in ways that would enable them to, but it can be quite dangerous, because if you do not pronounce the words correctly, something may come out that you do not intend to come out of the spell.
Watch what you read.
Within that book, that tome that you have been given will be the first circle of all the spells. There should be around 40 of them within there that you can learn. With the very last one within the book, giving you the ability to write or copy scrolls. So if you're going to burn a scroll, you would want to copy it first. In a very tense or in an emergency type situation, you could burn a scroll and perhaps purchase it later, or of course come back to your grandfather. And I have access to all the spells you would require or need. And now to other matters. You said that your father was in a meeting.
Yeah.
Or you said that.
I said, yeah.
Do you know what sort of meeting your father was in? He and I are the greatest of friends and go way back.
Very loud.
I don't really know.
Do you know who he was meeting with?
I don't know who the individuals were.
Was it at his tower? The Tower of Maps?
Yeah, it was. I don't know any of their names or anything like that, and my butler wouldn't tell me, so it was very,
Intense
yeah,
and loud.
yeah.
There was arguing.
There was. I didn't hear very much, just enough to know that they were kind of tiffed with one another, and then I backed up out of the situation because I kind of felt like I shouldn't be listening.
No, that's odd for your father to be in a tiff with someone. He is quite calm.
I saw one woman. She was really pretty. She had long black hair and red eyes, and she was wearing like a black evening gown. I didn't recognize
Red
her.
eyes.
Yeah. Which I found a little strange, but, you know, I trust my daddy, so.
Of course. I was just curious what the old man was up to. I have not seen him in a bit. He, of course, outside the council chambers.
Yeah.
Is the wine good, dear?
Very. Much better than what I get at the temple.
Mm.
You want to try some?
I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you, though.
We did eat, didn't we? I thought we did. Your
I
brother,
think so.
he gave us sandwiches.
Something like Yeah, we ate when we were at my house earlier. That's right.
I'm starting to get as bad as Seth.
Yes, you should take care of yourself, for sure. Sometimes it is difficult when there's so much going on.
It's been quite the day, I
Indeed.
must say.
I'm
I
still,
did not think when we stepped into the Gold Star Academy this morning that was how things were going to unfold.
I'm still curious to see if those tunnels connect to that tower.
I bet they do.
We'll find out.
I bet they do. Somebody's supposed to let me know, so we'll see.
And I still want to know what else is down in those tunnels.
I do too.
Well, we got the rest of the night. Oh, you need sleep.
I need to sleep at some point.
I need to teach you how to meditate.
That is very beneficial, of course. There is,
She has her
just
own
up the
skills.
street is the Way of the One Gymnasium, and they teach such things. They have classes.
Way of the One. What is that?
It is a form of, it is a martial form of skills, but there are non-martial skills involved in the training.
I can meditate, but I could do better.
Well,
That's how I can go so long without sleep.
I've seen you do it before. I don't know. Outside the game, she doesn't have the open learn skills to learn it at the moment. Maybe you can teach me sometime. We'll
Okay.
see.
Be glad to. It's pretty easy to start anyway.
Yes, it is just breathing, dear. Slowing down your heart rate and being present in the moment, the here and the now.
Mm-hmm.
Within yourself, you We'll find a way to do this if your mind is able to settle enough.
I mean, even Timmy can do it.
Oh, Timmy does it too?
Mhm.
Well, he's a live wire, so.
He is.
Now, isn't that, what is her name? Doll?
Delara.
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't she aware of Stephanie?
She is. She is. That's one of the things I was thinking when you said it, is we'll probably talk to her
So was Timmy.
when I see her.
Timmy as well.
And she asked about him, so.
She did. We can probably talk to them and see what they have to say about her. And learn a little bit more.
On the map, the theory of the way gymnasium is right here, right up the street. Just an awareness.
Might even look and see if they're open at night.
So, to change the subject again, I was informed that you had an altercation in the Danitarium,
We did.
in the border town there.
Little bit.
Yeah, we were sent to retrieve someone. There was a
Yes.
bit of an altercation there, but General Rava and Prince Vayman came in and kind of took things over.
See him smile when you say that.
There was a bunch of
It was,
bad people that showed up.
yeah, it was quite interesting. There's a bunch of people that showed up, and it seemed a little out of our ballpark, I guess.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, General Rava and Prince Vayman showed up, and they kind of took care of it. So,
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad that you were not harmed.
well, I'm okay now.
Kind of looks at you. No, you received some damage there at Road's End.
Just a little bit. I'm okay though.
But you got your soul.
I got my holy sword while we were there, so that was quite the.
Well, that's something indeed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's awful early for you to get such a thing.
We were sitting outside the city, and I received a vision from Gold Star that my holy sword was inside of it. And sure enough, it was there. So. Right?
Well, a paladin is not a paladin without their holy sword.
That's what they say.
That will change everything for you, I'm sure. You deserve it, Eden. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to know who those people were, though.
I don't know.
Well, they are known as the Southern Seven. They are minions of the lower planes, specifically the one they call the Big A. They
Oh,
work
boy.
directly for that devil, and they are centrally located out of a city called Elderfast, which is just north of us.
We've heard a little about Elderfast. They did take down one of them.
Really?
Rava invaded, yeah. Rava's general. What was his name?
Oh, yes. He is alive and well. He did not perish as it would have seemed.
No, not the general. They took down one of the bad guys. He
Yeah.
had long brown hair, wearing all black. I don't know what his name was.
Well, I'll have to find out some information about that, for sure. Something you should know is that these vampires there are those from the positive material plane, like the Princess Rava and the Prince Vayman Sith, and their 10 generals. And as far as I know, they are the only 12 that exist. But then there are dark vampires from the negative material plane. Often it is known that if they are killed in a certain manner, they cannot come back. But most of these beings return to the plane of their existence, the plane that gives them their very life itself. So that general, though he was staked, I believe, he is still living and has returned back to the side of General Ray.
So they staked the vampire and it didn't kill him?
Yes, deposit material vampires, I am not quite sure. Rumors abound about them.
That's concerning.
I know that the vampires themselves, and the negative energy sort, that if they are staked and their head is removed, they are dead. It might be the same for positive, I am not sure.
That's only the case though unless the stake's pulled out, right? If the stake's pulled out, then they come back.
Yes, that is the rumor. They are immortal beings. The prince is known for destroying a vast majority of these evil vampires in the north. He was responsible for the death of thousands of vampires.
Was he?
Yes. I commend him for his tenacity.
They're intense.
Yes, for sure, for sure. They are. It is good to have them here to help with the rulership. It brings a balance to the city of Queensland and to our country. And balance is always good.
Indeed. What is the cause of the war?
Well, some say it is the slavery that is taking place in the Danitarium, that some of the rulers believe that that is unjust and should be fought against. However, I'm not so sure that is the cause of the reason. Perhaps the two of you could find the answers to this more than I can, but it would seem that Gold Star wants to eradicate the evil from the continent of Shill, and that is what the war is about. I can tell you that Gold Star and his minions are far-reaching, all the way to the north, to the city of Monarch, and even to the east. This war is not simply here, it is all over the continent. But those are things we should not openly speak of, but
I didn't hear a thing. Did you?
What are you talking about?
Flowers.
it's not that I shouldn't necessarily speak of them to you, but they're probably none of your concern. One thing that probably is of concern to you, or would be, was the fact that this big A that we speak of is now in the north himself. It would appear that the very devil himself has created a plane that is full of devils now in the north. He came through a portal from hell itself.
That's what we heard from $10. He was talking about that.
Perhaps that is the reason Gold Star has done what has happened.
Trying to equal out the balance.
Yes, of course, of course.
You know, I learned a long time ago you can't have good without evil, but if evil has tried to overwhelm this world with its presence, then we need to do something about that.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Question is how?
This is an existential topic, but the question is, what happens if we do succeed in such a thing, and all of the evil is eradicated?
Then Gold Star's light will be spread to every corner of this continent.
That is one way to look at it.
But again, you can't have good without evil.
Well, if there's no evil, then there's no need for good, I suppose.
Exactly.
Everybody would just be equal.
Mm. You would think such a thing would take place, but history shows us otherwise.
Indeed. I need to show you some of the books that are in the library.
I will give you a perfect example. The light of Gold Star is all through the Academy, is it not?
It is.
But what has taken place under the strong arm of law that is present there?
Right.
As my granddaughter has stated, there is no good without evil. It seems to rear its head when there is too much. But that is an existential conversation, and one that different people have different beliefs on. There is much for you young ones to learn. The time will come when you will understand more. Your good friend Pindar, I'm sure, would be interested in such topics. If he can ever find the time to do so. You happen to catch me at an evening where there's not much that I am required to do. I was actually thinking about going to the Sundial and having a drink this evening, but it seems that this conversation was more important.
And enjoyable.
Yes, agreed. It is a good break from my day-to-day. I should probably get some rest soon. I do not rest long, but
I should probably do the same.
Agreed.
It's getting late.
he'll stand up, and
She'll stand up.
it has been an excellent conversation, and thank you for coming to the estate here. And of course, it has been great seeing your granddaughter.
And you.
I am proud of what you have
Thank you.
accomplished and become. I hope to have more conversations in the future.
It was good to see you, Mr. Ray.
He will show you out. And he looks at the servant who's standing at the door now. You didn't hear him or anything. He's just standing there.
She'll turn.
All right, the servant shows you out the front door. You pick up the book.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. And you guys will come out the front door. We're going to take a quick break,
Okay.
and we will be right back.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we're back. All right, so you guys step out the door.
And Cara
Start walking.
remembers. Oh, Grandpa,
Yes.
when is and this is telepathy? You were talking about having some kind of class or thing about the Neo.
Yes.
When and where will that be?
It's next week, around 7 in the evening. It'll be at the Starlight Church.
Okay.
That's over by the Church of the Brotherhood and over by Naz's Tower, just north of the Gold Star Academy.
I know where that's at. We've been there.
All right.
So Aiden's gonna look at Cara. She's gonna be like, all right. So as they're walking, she'll lower her voice and she'll be like, so I know that I lied to your grandpa about who my daddy was having a meeting with. But my thing is we don't know where the corruption's coming from, Cara. And if he's so close to my daddy, why didn't he know?
Understand?
You know what I mean? And it just all felt very sneaky. And I don't like being dishonest, but at the same time, like if it's to stop the corruption, I'll do whatever I have to do. It just felt like the right thing to do in that moment. I don't think my daddy would be very happy with me telling him anything.
No, probably not.
As I'm standing here, I'm wondering if I shouldn't tell my daddy that he asked. I don't know.
You guys start walking down this road by the sundial, and you turn this way over by the Chaucer Manor and go across the bridge in front of the council headquarters, or?
Yeah.
Okay. The streets are kind of, and I'm glad you said that because you might have gotten a warning for lying as a paladin. Well, but I'll let that go. You are part of the Holy Hosts and you are a spy of sorts, so I understand. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm glad you said something. So.
There was a reason. There was
Okay,
a lawful good reason behind it.
Yep.
See? Lying can be used in a good way.
Okay.
As we pass the council headquarters,
Mm-hmm.
Cara will stick her tongue out at the council headquarters.
Okay, all right.
And keep going.
All right.
And she just looks at Eden. Sorry about that.
You guys come past, so Heaven's Marker in front of the Royal Palace. You come this way, and the statues, and you go past the Blinding Guard in front of the Church of the Brotherhood, past Starlight right next to the Tower of Naz, and come up to the tower.
Salute the Tower of Naz.
Okay.
You sure are on one tonight. Sure like it.
As you walk past the Gold Star Academy, it is like before. The whole streets are kind of blocked off and everything. They don't stop you guys as you go by, but there's a lot of guard activity. Still, it's all over this place.
Okay. Hope we hear something soon.
So you make it over to the tower.
Walk inside.
Okay. It's pretty quiet when you walk in. The butler, normally he's standing right there. It takes him, it's a couple seconds, 10, 15 seconds before he comes from the kitchen area. And he's,
Good afternoon.
Mistress, how may I help?
I just need some sleep, and is my daddy around? Is
He
still
is.
in
He's still in the den.
Is there anybody in there with him?
No. It's the meeting has ended.
I need to go talk to him.
Very well. Would you like anything, Cara? Is there anything I can do to help
You
you?
know what? I would love some mint julep tea.
Okay. And you?
Temple wine.
Very well.
And I'm gonna go in the kitchen and make something to eat.
I'm gonna talk to my dad.
Okay. You want any help?
I think I got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyway, she'll start walking.
All right, you go down the hallway. You go straight into the kitchen.
She's the kid that, like, when she was young, if she ever, which very rarely did something she wasn't supposed to do, she feels so guilty about it, she'd end up going and telling her dad what she did.
All right. You go into the kitchen and start making food. He's making her tea, and the other kitchen door on the far side goes into the den. So you're right next to the den for the most part, but you start to make something to eat. And, so outside the game, for those that are curious about multi-classing, if you multi-class, you have to divide your experience in half. There's two options to do that. You can pick up a new class, and you cannot have two new unique classes, but you can have one unique class and up to two other normal classes, up to 3 classes. And you divide it between 2 or between 3, depending on how many classes you have. Or you can freeze the class that you're currently gaining experience from and put all experience into the other class. But it has to be something that is not clerical in nature. So you wouldn't get experience points for healing or casting clerical spells, but you would get experience for normal things, just everyday things. And then also the magic. So I don't know when you want to do that, or if you want to do that. That's, you just have to notify me when you're wanting to do that.
Okay.
And the notification is pretty much that you want to try to memorize a spell, and it'd be 1 spell. First level gets 1. So, and then you had some questions about non-weapons, something.
Oh yeah, I wanted to know. You know what? I actually have it on my computer over here. I wanted to know if the Way of the One meditation skill, what if it was intelligence or wisdom?
Okay.
Because I have bonus learn skills under my intelligence. So if it's intelligence, Kara could actually teach her. If it's wisdom, I don't have it. Because you can only use those
For meditation?
Yeah.
Meditation is wisdom.
It's wisdom? Okay,
So
that's
you
what I
wouldn't
thought.
be able to.
I just wanted to double check that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you go into the den.
Walk
Excuse
in.
me. He's sitting at the in front of the fireplace in his chair with a pipe, and he's got a drink next to him, and he kind of turns and looks at you and says,
Hi, Daddy.
"Hi, sweetheart. How are you?"
I'm okay.
She'll walk in.
He looks troubled.
You okay?
I'm fine, dear. I'm fine. I guess there are children here.
There are.
Well, you have done a good thing. I have been told the details, so I think what you and Kara have done is commendable. But, you know, the children can stay here until we find out another place for them.
I was gonna go tomorrow and see what I could find in the city.
Oh, you're looking for a building within the
Yeah,
city
yeah.
itself.
I was gonna go tomorrow and talk to Banker Miser or the
Miss Miser Tuffington would be the one to speak with.
Yeah, I figured it was just too late tonight to kind of take care of
Of course, of course.
Do you mind if I sit down?
Sit, dear.
She'll sit.
So we went over to Kara's grandfather's, Galen Ray, and she had kind of mentioned to him in passing that you were in a meeting. And we were sitting there, and he was trying to get me to tell him who you were in a meeting with. And it felt very strange because of the way he said it. It was like, oh, your father and I are so close, we talk all the time, who is he meeting with? I didn't tell him anything. It just felt really weird. I don't know, I just felt like I needed to tell you.
Well, he's a, yes, I appreciate it, my daughter. He's always interested in what us council members are doing.
It was just the way he said it. I figured if that was true, he could just ask you himself.
How did you know I was having a meeting? Did you see what was going on?
So I was standing in the kitchen, and
The
door opened and I saw that woman. And she saw me, and then I was standing in the main room talking to our dear friend out there and Cara, and then those men walked out, and I saw them.
Yes.
You know, I heard a ruckus, and I couldn't. I just wanted to make sure you were okay, Danny. You know, you guys were screaming and yelling, and I'm sorry.
It's all right, dear. It was quite the conversation and very, very difficult.
Yeah.
It would seem that the Danitarium is not interested in the rules we are placing before them, and our troops will be invading them fully.
Yeah.
Exports and imports are stopping. A lot is about to happen.
There's a lot of darkness when we were there.
Yes.
There was this one boy, and he had multiple voices coming out of him, and
Demons or devils.
yeah,
Yes.
and then there were these people who stepped through this portal that looked like a portal to, well, I don't know. There's there's a lot of darkness there.
Yes, it's something we must stop, for sure.
I had some good news though.
What's that?
So when we were sitting outside of the city in General Rava's camp, we're sitting there by the fire talking about what we're gonna do, and I received a vision from Gold Star that my holy sword was in the city. And I got it. I should kind of look down. It was in that building that we went into.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. So that was a positive development from
That
today.
is a wonderful, wonderful thing to hear. Yeah, I see.
Should pull it up.
So it's just a handle.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of
She'll
squints it.
come hold it, and then she'll hit it.
Flaming white energy comes out of the top of it. He kind of steps back, like goes back. He's like, my goodness.
Turn it off. Just say, so my friend, Zumbar?
Yes.
You know Zumbar. He had a vision of me holding it. Before, like, I even received the vision, and he kept telling me about it, and I was, you know, he's not the brightest, but Gold Star moves through all different kinds of people, so I was like, okay, and I kept an open mind, and then we got closer, and I could feel it. Yeah.
That is quite the weapon. I have never personally seen one of those.
I don't know. I think it has something to do with the Divinity Stone being placed. Cara had a vision. She'll look at him and kind of cock her head to the side of it. And we think it has to do with Divinity Stones being placed in this handle in a certain way that causes that.
He just nods. He's speechless. He just kind of looks at you
She'll
speechless.
put it back on her hip.
I think we should pray.
Okay.
He comes over, gets out of his seat,
She
kneels
get out of
down
her
in front
seat.
of you, and he holds your hands.
She'll kneel, hold his hand.
Gold Star, we thank you so much for this day that you have given us and the blessings that have come to my daughter. We thank you for her holy sword that has been placed in her possession. We pray for the future to be bright and full of your light. And we hope to overcome the darkness that is present everywhere. His accent comes out again. And I am so very proud of what she has become. And if you would do me a solid Gold Star and protect her. Protect her in her future endeavors, and protect her friend Cara, who is just a bright light right along with her. And I hope that their endeavors of helping children will bless them in their future. May Gold Star's light be upon us.
She'll, at the very end of it, when he stops talking, she'll, and if you would, please bless my daddy too.
he reaches over and picks you up and gives you a big hug.
She'll
and
hug him.
he's like, I'm so proud of you, dear. I'm so proud of you. He kind of looks at your face. He's like, your eyes are a little dark. The dark is kind of growing on them. I think you need some sleep.
I think I do too. It's been a long day.
Well, may you dream of the angelic beings and the hope that is to come.
There's an amen from the kitchen.
To reach up and she'll kiss him on the cheek.
Okay.
And she'll walk out.
All right. All right. You go out. Do you go into the kitchen or do you
Yeah, she'll go into the kitchen.
Okay.
She'll.
go into that side
Yeah.
door into the kitchen? And you're in there. You've made your food and you're eating, and I guess you have your book or whatever. I don't know what you're doing.
Eating and reading.
Okay. She's eating and reading, and the butler comes over to you and hands you your drink.
Take it.
Okay.
Take a couple sips of it. She'll say, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Good idea.
Yeah. She'll look at the butler and she'll be like, thank you.
You're welcome.
She'll turn and she'll walk out.
Okay. Goes up to her room.
Yep.
All right. You go up. Do you go past the third floor,
Yes.
the second floor, third floor, go all the
Absolutely.
way up to your room?
Absolutely.
All right. You make it up to your room, and you get into your bedroom, and you
I gotta go to sleep.
take off your stuff and go down, go to sleep. Okay.
Yep.
All right. She's sleeping, and you're down in the kitchen. You just eat and read, or
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna meditate.
At some point, yes.
Okay. So, what do you do in the next 8 hours?
Read.
Okay. So you can read through that book. I will give you the information later, but a little
Okay.
sneak peek to our viewers.
Ooh.
The magic user spell list for first and second level. You only have first, so these are the spells.
40 spells per level.
40 spells per level.
360 total.
Yes.
Because we
From
lost
first,
our minds.
first to ninth level. Quite the endeavor.
That's a lot of spells.
It is a lot of spells.
One a day if you start your magic user. So,
Yeah, I won't be starting that for a while.
okay.
I just
All right. So
she
yeah.
wants to read through it because it's a book.
Yeah.
You know.
So I will let you look at these spells, and it'll tell you what they do and everything, so you'll know what first level magic user spells do.
Okay.
To give you an idea.
Slippery goo.
Huh? Slippery goo.
I love that name.
Yeah.
Slippery goo. Yep.
Yeah. They're all. They're pretty interesting, you know.
So far, everything I've read is.
Play dead. Yeah. 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 There's a bunch of them. So
Mhm.
you can. I will let you look through that. You can get a copy of that and let you look through that.
Okay.
Arcane missiles, pretty neat. So yeah,
Always hits its target.
yep. And we even, I believe it even hits. I believe it even hits invisible creatures.
It does. It does.
200 plus 30 foot per level, 200 feet plus 30 foot per level. Cast one segment. Area effect 10 foot radius. Save for half, so it explodes. Always find their target if within range, even around corners, or invisibility and shifted. Arcane missiles do 1 to 4 plus 1 per level. So, and some others. So there's a little sneak peek for our viewers. The first one is to be able to see the magic user first level spells. So,
It's exciting.
yeah. You know, bunch of them. You can look at them later. So yeah, so it'll take you a long time to read through those and understand them, but you'll be able to understand what components you need for each spell, and so on and so forth. And you can eat and then meditate, and refill your spell slots if you'd like, and you sleep for 8 hours, and then we will come back to the morning time when you wake up. I think.
You're clicking on night.
I am. Duh. So there you go. Go back to the morning time. By the time you guys wake, You can hear. You just meditate in the kitchen?
Sure.
Okay. You can hear, you wake up to pots and things being moved and stuff like that, and you see the butler in there frantically with three ladies in there helping him make food. And it's a lot of food, and you can smell pancakes and bacon and
I'll see if they need help.
hash
Be
browns.
glad to help.
If you'd like to, yeah.
Mhm.
You know, actually, he wouldn't say that. He would say, "Oh no, we have it, dear, we have it." But if you'd like some food, you help yourself, and
Be happy to help.
well, if you want to, you can. Just
Jump right in and start helping.
okay. So you start helping them.
Roll up my sleeves.
The girls just start serving, so they're picking up things and taking it out of the kitchen and up to the second floor. You do that.
Sure.
Okay, so you help serve up to the second floor. You come up to the second floor, and there are children running amok up there on that second floor. Not really running amok, but they're waking up, playing, laughing, talking. You walk in, and you see Stephanie and the other girls sitting at a table, and they're talking when you walk in. And they smile at you and wave. And
Hiya.
they're eating, and you help serve the children. Stephanie asks. How if you slept well. She's like, hey, did you sleep well? It's good to see you. Where's Eden?
Probably still sleeping.
Eden, you're waking up, getting your things together.
Get dressed and then go check on the children.
All right, you come down. About that point, she walks in.
There she is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'll go get another
Walk in.
armful of food.
Okay, so you walk out. You see Carl walk out. She's helping serve the children, and along with three other ladies.
Right.
And the kids all come over to you when you walk in. They're like,
Guys.
hi, and they come up. The tough girl kind of looks over at you, and she smiles real big at you as she's eating some bacon. She's like looking at you, she's smiling at you. The other kids that are sitting around here, instead of like this, they're eating and smiling, and they look over at you and they wave at you.
So wave.
You have a sense that the bigotry towards you is gone.
Nice.
Stephanie says, good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good. So do we have any idea what we're going to do yet? Or
So today, my plan is to go talk to Miser down at the bank, and we're gonna see what properties are available in the city, and if there's anything big enough that's available, it's my plan to purchase it, and then we can put you guys there.
there is a structure just north of Gold Star Academy that next to the Heathen's Rest that I know that nobody's in. There's 2 buildings there.
Okay.
Maybe you could look at those. They look really nice.
All right. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure.
Are they big enough?
They would be, yeah. They would be perfect actually for the kids. There's, it's 3 stories, and has a basement as well with a tower, and then the one next to it is 3 stories as well.
Okay.
So it's right next to the river, right next to the Blinding Guard, and it would probably be a good place, a good safe place for us.
We can definitely do that. Once Cara's done doing what she's doing and helping out, we can go up to Miser's and see if we can.
And you need to eat.
She'll take a plate from her.
Okay, all right,
She'll
all
start
right.
eating.
Start eating.
And I'll go get another loaf.
Okay, all right. So,
So if she holds in her fart, does the light come out her mouth? Is that what happens? I'm sorry.
I don't
I'm a
know.
lady. I shouldn't make fart jokes.
So, well, let's pull this up, and I will give you an idea, another sneak peek into our racial stuff, or our ancestry, sorry. Yeah, racial, ancestors. So, ancestry. On saints, upon hitting puberty, a saint will actualize, meaning that their inner world is reflected in their appearance. This can change throughout their life within good or hard times. It's a true reflection of their inner mind. An example is if they're experiencing turmoil within themselves, their wings can change color, or they can feel connected to divinity. They may start to have a slight glow. They could have a halo like you do, but yours is invisible. Now, this isn't shape-shifting. It's between you and the GM, so we decide you really have no control over that sort of thing. So as a GM,
So basically, if I feel like her inner world is changing in any way, I have to let you know.
yeah, you gotta kind of give me an idea, and then whatever happens, happens. But as far as bodily functions, you don't have any of those organs, so you just don't have them. I know you've been joking about that you fart light, but and maybe you do if that's something.
Just jokes, man.
Yeah.
Just jokes.
I would say that since you have, so you're eating, so it has to go somewhere, and it probably comes out as light through your halo, and you probably fart light. Yeah, you probably fart light. We'll say that since you brought it up and you said that. That's what we'll say. And you told Timmy that.
So on the invisibility plane, her halo glows.
Yeah. Yep.
Every once in a while.
People don't see it unless they can see invisibility, but yeah. Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a great answer.
If you
I love
feel like you really have no control over that, but if you feel like there's something that you're self-actualizing, I mean, you self-actualized when you hit puberty, so that's something as a player you decided that you did not want sex organs.
Yes.
So that I'll go with that. That's fine.
I made an unromanceable PC.
Which is fine.
That was intentional.
Which is fine. Considering your other one is the opposite.
Yeah. Red's
I get it. Yeah.
a companion.
She's a companion, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They tell you that more children came last night.
All right.
Stephanie
more?
tells you another 22 came last night, but they didn't want to wake you up. They just brought them to the house.
All right.
It was late at night. And then she tells you that they still have been unable to penetrate the defenses of that tower,
Really?
and that the matriarch is missing.
Of course she is.
They can't find her. That's the information we've gotten so far.
All right. So.
They have left a platoon inside of Gold Star, but it's been closed inside Gold Star Academy, but it's been
where did all
completely
the
closed.
adults go?
They have been what's the word I'm looking for?
Located?
Yeah, they've been relocated back to, the temples and stuff like that.
Okay.
Some of them have been sent back to the Blighting Guard Academy. The church.
Like the adults that were in the Gold Star, in the re-education program.
Yes, those that were in the re-education program, the actual students or prisoners, whatever you want to call them, they've been placed in different locations within the Gold Star and military, the churches and the temples and the military.
Okay.
I just wanted to make
so
sure they didn't all go to
basically-
prison or something.
Basically, they were freed. They were freed and given the option to pick up schooling or vocations or whatever it may be. She tells you that there are a few of them, that a dozen or so, that have requested that their freedom be given to them and allowed to leave Queensland,
Okay.
and that they have been given things that are needed for travel, and that they are.
All right.
She says, I hear that they're going to be leaving. And she goes, all this comes from the butler, so you might want to talk to him
All right.
to get more
Well,
details.
To look at Cara, maybe we should go stop by the Gold Star Academy, and we also have to go talk to Miser today.
Okay.
So, we'll take care of those things.
So you guys eat
Yeah.
and all that. Stephanie says, we'll be here. We thought about trying to get the kids some sunshine today somehow. I don't know what we should do with that or where we should go. I don't really want to bring them out near the academy, but we were thinking maybe next to the tower here. Between the School of the Blinding Light out here in this area.
Yeah, I don't see why that would be a problem. Yeah,
And
then I'll let you know what I find out.
thank you so much for everything that the two of you have done. The children thank you. We thank you. You guys are my favorite people right now. She
Just
smiles.
smile at her.
Not the cook?
Well, he's our second favorite, and she smiles. He's so good. He could, and the girls, they're so wonderful. Yeah,
They really are.
you see
wonderful
tears in her
people.
eyes when she says it. She seems to be very grateful.
All right, sweetheart. We got some stuff to do today.
Okay. all
She'll
right.
give her kind of a side hug.
She hugged you.
You ready, Cara?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go. She'll walk downstairs.
Okay. You come downstairs, and as you're coming down the staircase, you see the butler over down the hallway near the den talking to your father. And he is dressed. You've seen the different things he wears. He's dressed to leave, like he's going somewhere.
The butler is?
No,
Oh.
her father, Naz.
She'll walk up.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning, Daddy.
And the butler looks at him and goes, I will take care of it. And he nods and smiles at the two of you. And then he says, thank you for your help.
Yes, ma'am. Or yes, sir.
And he walks off.
Are you leaving, Daddy?
I am.
Where are you going?
I'm taking the ship. I've got some things to deal with in the north.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I've been ordered to the northeast for a meeting.
Ordered.
Yes.
She will place a blessing on him.
Thank you. Yes, I've been ordered by the prince.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
Okay.
It's to meet with the rulers of the northeast, specifically the queen, the one that they call the bitch of pain.
That was her name.
Yes, yes. I have some things to do, but I'll be fine, dear. No
Please be
worries.
safe, Daddy.
Yes. I'll be taking precautions, and a lot of individuals will be coming with me. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right.
If there's anything you need, just ask him and he'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Of course, as usual, dear.
Okay.
She'll give him a hug.
He hugs you. Kind of pats Cara on the head as he walks by, and he goes up the stairs, and he's going all the way to the top floor to where the ship is.
Bye, Uncle Naz.
We'll see you all later. You have a wonderful day, and may Gold Star's light shine upon you.
And upon you.
She'll walk out the front door.
Okay. You walk out the front door, and you can see the military mixed in with the blinding guard at the Gold Star Academy. You actually see military. They're not just, it's something not common
Okay.
to see the military here, but they're here.
She'll go around to the southern gate or the
So there's a gate here,
Southwest.
there's a gate here, and there's a gate from the staircase.
well, let's just go to the closest gate to us.
It'll be around this way.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, you come to this one. The military's standing there in front of you. There's about a dozen of them standing at that gate.
She'll walk up,
Commander.
salute, and she'll walk there.
They step in front of you. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Excuse me.
No one is allowed admittance into the Gold Star
By
Academy. at
whose
this time.
orders?
The prince. If you take it up with the royal house, I'm sure they will allow you access. But right now, currently, this is a military operation. I apologize, Commander.
She'll take a step back.
This is the first time you've ever been denied admittance into anywhere.
She'll turn around and walk a couple feet off.
Okay.
Elis, I guess.
Okay.
Elis.
Well, hello there, Bright Eyes.
So I came back to the Gold Star Academy to see why we couldn't get into this tower, and I was denied admittance because the prince said nobody was allowed in.
Yes, by order of the Royal House, no one is allowed admittance into the Gold Star Academy except for the platoon that is currently at its location, and also the investigators that are presently there. You have uncovered something important and dangerous at the same time. Trust me when I say this, you should not be there.
Okay.
Well done with what you have unveiled.
Thank you.
I hear that you're looking for some homes.
Yeah, I'm gonna head down to the bank.
It's already done, dear.
What?
Yes. The structures to the north of the Gold Star Academy are now yours, and they will be called the Queensland's Children for Home, or the Queensland's Home for Children.
Did you do that?
I did.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you go there now, there should be a few of the holy hosts there prepared and ready to assist you in whatever way possible.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go check them out. Thank you.
You have a good day,
You too.
and please tell Cara as well, and please know that job well done.
Thank you. She'll look at Clara and she'll say, Elis said, job well done, and he purchased these buildings right here.
Yeah, you look right across
For-
here, and you see a little halfling standing underneath this little doorway right here, with this little entrance right there that you recognize. He's just kind of standing there up against the wall like this.
She'll walk up.
He kind
As
of looks
she's-
over.
As she's walking up, she'll telepathy Stephanie.
Okay.
Be like, dear, these houses are purchased and ready to go. Whenever you
My
want to bring
goodness.
the children.
That was quick.
Yeah.
The halfling waves as you're walking up to him up across the street. He's like,
What's up, big guy?
how's it going?
It's alright.
He's going.
He hands you this key ring.
She'll take her
It's
ring.
got like 22 keys on it. Keys to the house. And he reaches in his pouch. He's like, and the keys to the school. I guess that's the school. And he points to the building to the left. And he
I
says,
suppose so.
and I guess this is the house. And this house evidently is pretty large. I know it looks smaller than the school, but evidently it's got quite a bit of room in it.
Alright. Well,
Am I free to go?
It's got furniture?
Yeah, it's completely furnished. It's
Oh.
I don't know who told you you were supposed to be here.
Elis.
Did he tell you it was my job to relieve you?
Well, he told me to come here and wait for you. That's all he said, and to give you the keys.
I suppose as long as
I think
He doesn't care.
well, he said if there was any questions about the deed and things like
Well.
that, to let you know that it's all in your name.
okay. Alright. Yeah, I suppose you're free to go.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And he
I
did-
might call you back if I find anything that I need unlocking.
Okay, all right. Well, those keys should work for everything, so you should be good. Yeah. Hey. Good job. You too.
She'll look at Kara, walk up to the front door,
Okay.
unlock,
All
try
right.
to find the key.
All right.
As she's
You walk.
trying to
You
do
walk
that,
up, and all the keys are different. You're not sure which one goes to the front door.
so she'll just try each one of them until she finds it.
All right.
As she's doing this, she'll look at Kara and she'll
She'd be like, I feel a little like I'm being steered like cattle,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like it. You feel that way? I feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie says in your head, so what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to come now or You want me to come and the girls? I mean, somebody has to stay with the children. Do you want me to just come or?
Well, it's up to you if you want to come look at this place first. Evidently, one of these buildings is a house and the other one's a school. I got the keys. I'm about to walk into the house if you want to come with me. If you want to leave the kids with the girls, or
I can do that. I can do that.
if you want to come check it out before you bring the children here.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be right there. She says.
All right.
Oh, I'm so excited. She says. You get to the like 7th key or so, and it unlocks.
She'll look at it and try to remember which one it is.
All right.
She'll take them, tuck them on her belt.
This place is
She'll wait
made.
until Stephanie
This
walks
place
out.
is made of wood. On the inside, it's got the ceilings are molded. I mean, it's beautiful. This place is absolutely beautiful, and it does not look like anybody's lived here in a while. It looks like it needs to be cleaned.
Okay.
There's dust everywhere. The furniture is all covered with tarps and cloths and things like that.
Just when we don't have doll.
I was about to say, where's Doll with that
Mm-hmm.
little spell she did
Mm.
that cleaned that whole place? That'd be helpful here. Yeah, it'd be helpful to have Doll here with her little
Mhm.
cleaning thing that she did, but, you know.
Nothing wrong with
what?
some good
I
work.
bet you that Stephanie can do that too.
Would be nothing wrong with some good hard work. It's good for the soul.
We can start getting this place cleaned up. She'll
Hmm.
walk over and she'll start pulling tarps off of furniture.
Dust goes everywhere. As you pull a tarp off the first piece of furniture, dust goes everywhere.
So see if you can, car off, see if you can find a broom.
Okay, so you'll start to walk around, look for a broom. A few moments later, Stephanie comes running in.
Well, hey there.
Oh, hi. Wow. She looks around. She goes, this place is gorgeous.
So,
Are you kidding me?
this is a house, the other one's a school.
She kind of looks around a little bit, and then you see her kind of smile, and she's like, this needs to be cleaned.
It does. That's what we were getting ready to start doing.
Oh, well, I'll take care of it, she says.
She'll set the tarp down on the floor.
You see her start to cast a spell, and then you see her wave her hand, and the whole place just starts going clean.
See, I told you she could do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't quite know what to do with myself today. Everything I had planned kind of.
Want to go look for a house for us?
You get a telepathic message from Pendar. Hey,
Well, hello, my good friend.
Welcome.
How are you on this wonderful morning?
it's, yeah.
What's
Another
the
day.
matter?
Oh, nothing. I need you to come to Love and Beauty is when at your quickest convenience. The rest of us are patiently waiting.
Oh,
The museum to the left, down into the meeting room.
all right.
If you could.
Is everything okay?
We're at war, dear. How could everything be okay?
Well,
We
all right.
we have new orders.
From who?
We'll be leaving the city of Queensland.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody?
Where are we going?
You will be notified when you come along with the rest.
So you're moving the whole city?
No, Bara. No, we will not be moving the whole city, but we will be leaving the city as a group.
Sorry, I had to.
It's all right. It's all right. A
Forgive
little
her. She's been on one since last night.
little humor is always welcome, Cara.
All right. Well, let me take care of what I'm doing here, and then we'll head that way.
Very well. Please, please, don't take too long.
I won't.
We are waiting.
You know what my daddy always told me about waiting?
What?
That it's good for you because it builds your character. We'll be there soon, Pendar. she'll look at Stephanie and she'll take the cue off of her belt. She'll go, these ones are for the house and these ones are for the school.
Okay.
This one is the front door right there.
She
That's the
smiles.
only one I know what it goes to.
Thank you again. And she gives you another hug and she says, you are, the two of you are what all of those people claim to be. Those that caused harm. And you have renewed our trust.
We shouldn't be out of range of telepathy, but we will be busy for a little while. So I don't know how soon we're going to be able to come back. If you need anything, of course, you can tell.
The butler.
Yes.
Don't remember your own butler's name.
Don't.
As a GM, I don't remember it either, so we need to look that up before the next game. I keep calling him the butler, I don't remember. So, yeah, anyway.
You can let him know if you need anything.
He'll come here?
Well, he might not be able to come there, but maybe help you hire people, or if you need, you know, to
This-
stock the house with food or
This
whatever.
is
you
wonderful,
might need.
wonderful neighborhood. We're in Upper Queensland. I couldn't have asked for anything better. Yeah.
All right.
We need to put together schedules for the children, a daily curriculum. There's so much to do. I feel a little overwhelmed, but I'm sure we can take care of it all.
Well, if you need to hire people, of course, we can get that taken care of.
Okay.
But we gotta go, sweetie. She'll give her another hug.
She hugs you again.
You ready, Cara?
No, not yet.
When you hug her this time, you notice out of the corner of your eye a little lizard poke out of her pocket and look at you. And then goes back in real quick.
Pulls a scroll, roll a little piece of paper out of her pouch, hands it to her and says, "This is for anything that you and the kids might need." And it's a 250,000 gold piece, or a silver piece mark.
Marker, she looks at it, she's like, oh, Cara.
If you need more.
She gives you a big hug and thanks you. Thank you so much, Cara. The girls, there's so much to do. This will help, I'm sure, a ton. You guys are such a blessing. She kind of smiles for a minute and looks down and she goes, "May Gold Star be with you."
You as well, Cara.
Apparently he
Or
was when
you
we
as well,
found you.
Stephanie.
Huh?
Apparently he was when we found you.
She smiles.
That's how we got there.
She nods.
That's why I
Well-
follow her. Gold Star leads her way.
She's like, I need to get the other girls and we need to get everything taken care of. I'll take a look through the house real quick, but this is huge. This is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Days, she says. She kinda looks around.
I'm ready when you are.
Have a beautiful day, Stephanie.
You two, tell Doll and Timmy that I said hello. I would love to see them.
I most definitely will. Once we get a minute, maybe we'll bring them up here.
That would be so wonderful.
We
So
can do
wonderful.
that. Sure, okay.
Okay. All right.
March
Start
behind.
heading to the Museum of Love and Beauty.
Okay.
And I'm marching right behind her.
All right.
March in step.
All right. You guys are headed that way. You start going from Upper Queensland down to Lower Queensland, and you can hear the ocean and smell the fresh air, and everything seems perfect. Like it's just a beautiful day. You guys feel accomplished. You feel protected by Gold Star. You feel like you guys are on the right path.
Means the world's gonna end.
And yeah, you just feel
That was awfully
feel great about it.
morbid.
As you come down the steps to come down to Lower Queensland, you see your father's ship leave and start to head north.
Can I roll a gut feeling check?
Mm-hmm.
Say another prayer was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What percent of that's from
Oh
Me?
yeah.
For her.
you?
Yes.
Me.
You make your gut feeling.
Yes.
What's your gut feeling about your dad going up to the north?
Yeah.
2.
Okay. You hear in your head this strong male voice say to you, Carl, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." You feel Gold Star telepathy directly to you. You see Carl stop, like you get a sick feeling in your stomach, like that's the last time you're gonna see your father. So you get the opposite feeling.
She'll telepathy her dad.
Okay.
She'll be like, Daddy, Daddy,
Yes.
I have a really bad feeling
About what?
about
what,
you
about what, dear?
about you leaving. About you leaving. I have a really, really, really bad feeling. I just watched your ship leave, and it's not right. There's something not right. I'm telling you right now, there's something not right.
It'll be okay, darling. I am protected, and you know your mother used to do that sort of thing too.
Oh, jeez.
Did you listen to her?
Well, there were times when I did, and there were times when I didn't.
And when you didn't, was she always right?
Well, she wasn't wrong, dear, but I am still here today, and I will take what you said in consideration.
Please do.
I will. I love you, little one.
I love you too, Daddy.
You guys make it down. Do you say anything? Yeah.
She's holding her. She's
Okay.
crying. She's
She
bawling.
She starts crying and bawling,
I mean,
What's
and
the
you
matter?
feel uncomfortable too.
What's the
you know.
matter? What's the matter? What's going on?
I prayed for your dad, and Gold Star spoke to me. He just said, "Well done, little one."
She'll hug her with pat her. That's interesting that you did that at that exact time, because I got a really bad feeling. He spoke to you?
You kind of see tears well up in her eyes, and she'll just hug you. and
She
pat
can't
you.
hold back the tears. Here, I thought she was done with emotions, but nope. You broke her.
And you do feel the presence of Gold Star when she says that. You like feel it. You like he's watching you. It's like you feel like he might be protecting your father now. Like it might be something you get a better feeling about it than you did have.
She'll take a deep breath and let that feeling melt away.
Um,
and that
as you
presence-
as you make your way to the Museum of Love and Beauty, you see your father's ship come back and dock back at the tower. And you stand in front of the museum door, and you hear your father's voice. Little one,
Yes, Daddy?
it would seem that the Gold Star has denied my request to the north. I will not be leaving today. Thank you for your words of wisdom. I think you might have helped your father today.
Kara prayed for you.
Bless that little child. That's where we're going to stop this season. You guys are in front of the Museum of Love and Beauty, and you feel the presence of Gold Star down on top of you.
Oh my god.
O2. She rolled an O2.
She rolled an O2.
Yeah. That did something. Nice roll.
Sorry, you can't have that.
You can't
The dice-
have my daddy.
The dice god said no.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome roll. So yeah,
Alright.
had fun, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been too long. 5 weeks is too long.
It is too long.
Hopefully next week we'll have Wachi back, and we can move on with stuff. But
Miss you.
thanks
Can't
for
wait
coming.
you back.
Thanks for coming, watching us, enjoying. I hope you enjoyed it. Ding, all that shit. You know what to do. Hit the bell and subscribe. Tell all your friends.
Indeed.
Come enjoy it with us and
Thank you.
start to look at our website. We don't have it up yet for sale because we don't have it in distribution yet, but it will be anytime. Probably the beginning of April, I would say.
It'll be up on our Instagram when it is.
Yep,
I will make
so-
sure to post it there.
Go join our Instagram if you haven't, and we're going to give a shout out to the Nerds of Legend. We are probably going to do a podcast with them soon, talking about the book and talking about the stuff that's going on. We'll see what happens. I've
That'll
only
be
talked
fun.
to Joel, so I don't know what they got planned or what's going on. I know they got some books that they're looking at. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out, Nerds of Legend, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
There's a gift inside the old gods granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure stories shaping magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that are fair, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are we are heroes.